It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark, joined by our friend Lauren today and our other friend Susan. We're at the Painted Peacock on location for the East Daily Download. Hope your day is off to a great start. We've been spending a lot of the week here at the Painted Peacock. We did some, what would you call that? Pottery art, right? Pottery art. And we're going to see that tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, we get our little guys back tomorrow.
Our show mascots tomorrow. But today we thought we would endeavor to do some board art, making this into something like that. But it will have this noise and Studio E, which is behind the purple door, which is going to be that.
So yeah, we'll have a legit sign for the studio now.
Right. So we've got a big show in store for you. We've got a lot of cool stuff to get to today. So we'll do that. When you see us again, we'll be in the process of going through the staining process, or Susan's going to be explaining the staining process to us.
Right.
And again, the Painted Peacock in Greenville on location. Check them out online. Come down and visit. Great time, a lot of fun, especially for the whole family. And check the story out, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Just in the state of North Carolina, it's a given 11,000 to 12,000 youth in foster care.
But there's not enough licensed foster families to meet the state's need. Maybe you've thought about it, and maybe it's something that's been heavy on your heart for a while now, but you just didn't have all the information. Or maybe you've second-guessed the idea, worried you wouldn't be good enough. Here's the reality.
You don't have to be perfect to be a foster parent or a foster family. We are looking for families that are teachable, that are nurturers, and willing to provide that safe and loving environment, and just willing to step in and be that gap.
You can be single or married, but you have to be 21 years old. You should have a stable home and income and space to care for the child.
Fostering is no different than being a parent of your own, and we will equip our parents with extensive training. I think that's one of the things that stand out about Methodists. We do provide extensive training to our families, and they go through training for about 10 weeks, where they meet at least twice a week, and then they have staff assigned to them and work with them through that assessment process.
The first step is to reach out to the Methodist Home for Children. You can email, call, or visit their website at mhfc.org. They'll get back to you within 24 hours.
And then offer them an opportunity to come to an information session.
Information sessions are held at least once a month.
We try not to overwhelm families on the front end and provide them all of the information up front, because it can be a little overwhelming, but we walk them through the process.
So if you're debating whether this is for you,
take the plunge, just do it. I have talked to many foster parents over the years,
and they all say it's rewarding to bridge the gap between each child and their families.
The long forecast, the 7-8 day forecast, that's what I like to see. That lets me know ahead of time what the weather's going to be like. Jerry does a good job. He lets you know when something is finna transpire. I have the app on my phone and the radar on my phone, so I can keep up with that. It helps me know when the storm is coming up and what the weather's going to be like and what's bad. One moment I really appreciated was when Hurricane Florence was about, and the way Jerry really let you know what was going to happen. That was one moment that made my decision for us to leave town at that time. Because in Craven County, we got hit bad. And Jerry really emphasized how strong the storm surge was going to be, how much wind we was going to have, how much damage was expected. So that gave us the determination to leave town. So that was one of the great moments, I believe, was with Jerry's forecast of Hurricane Florence. I just want to say y'all continue to do what you're doing.
This is Bernie Ritter. I'm the news director at WNCT in Greenville, North Carolina. We're here in our new WNCT digital studio. We want to be able to give you information, news and information now, not waiting for 5, 6. We'll have things like Delisa Robles, who does our Spanish speaking news segment, afternoon news updates, special reports, breaking news can come out of this room, because we're not like doing conventional broadcasts. This is where our news has been going for a long time, what we're calling WNCT now.
The East Daily Download is all about local businesses. If you're interested in having your local business showcased, contact Joel Bullard at 252-355-8520 or jbullard@WNCT.com.
I like this one. Oh, yeah, I think it'll work. Oh, hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. We are at the Painted Peacock in Greenville on location. Now we are taking our board art and we are going to make it into, well, it's a board right now. We're going to make it into board art. Let's go with that. So Susan is here to tell us the process of what we are going to do and tell you what to do when you come in. So by all means.
So the first step with board art is to go ahead and stain the background of the board. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use our foam brush here. We're going to dip it into our stain, and we're going to apply it to the board, following the wood grain. So you can see the grain of the wood is going this way, so you want to follow the wood grain.
So if people at home have like stained a fence or a patio or whatever, this is a similar process.
Exactly, it sure is. The longer you let that stain sit on the board before we wipe it up with some paper towels, the darker our stain is going to be. So it'll become more like a painted surface instead of a stained surface. So if you want to see that wood grain come through, we're going to apply the stain, let it sit just a minute or two, and then take some paper towel and wipe it off. So once the board is dry, we're going to use this fun little chip brush, and we're going to show you how to do a dry brush technique to get that look.
Ooh, okay.
Dry brush, I love that. Okay, well, I tell you what, because this is going to take a while, why don't you check the story out, and then we will do this, and you rejoin us a little bit later, and you know we'll be a little bit further down the line. So we'll check back with you in a little bit. See you soon. Enjoy the next story, and you know we're going to get started with this. Okay, what now?
All right.
So just go ahead and do it. You mentioned like ladies' night here. What about parties? Let's say that I have a birthday coming up, because I do, and I want it to. Cheap plug there. If I wanted to have like a birthday party here or a kid's birthday party or any kind of party, what does that look like? How does that come into being?
Yeah, so we actually have a party room in the back of our studio, which is where we are now.
Okay.
But you can rent this space to, you know, have a party in.
Okay.
We do kids' birthday parties, adult birthday parties, bridal showers, baby showers. When you're in our party room here, you actually have one of our staff members with you the entire time, like guiding your group, helping you guys just have a really fun time. Our party packages include 8 painters. Just depends on which package you do for the children. We provide everything you need to paint, you know, stuff like that, but you can bring any decorations and food, drinks in.
And you did mention that there's a BYOB set up.
But we're still family friendly, so it's never over the top.
Yeah, and there's a real, the vibe in here is a real comfortable vibe, which you've done a really good job of cultivating, I think. And I think the fact, like you said, you have so much to choose from. People can just take their time. There's no rush when you walk in. It's just like, let us know when you're ready, right?
Correct, and we're here to help walk you through it also. So a lot of people that do struggle with what to paint will come in and ask a few questions. Is it for you? Is it going to be a gift? We'll try to help whittle it down so it's not too overwhelming.
So there's probably a lot of people, especially in the holidays, making presents out of any of these types of things. Do you find a lot of parents bringing their kids in to make grandparent gifts?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Is that the sweet spot?
Yeah, it's very, very popular gift for the grandparents.
Yeah.
Especially
it's sweet though, because that, you know, those sweet drawings and stuff that those kids do, the freedom that they have.
Yes.
You can't get that back.
Niall DeMarco was born deaf. In fact, his entire family is deaf, but his message is loud and clear.
My speech reaches out to a lot of different kinds of people. The biggest theme about it is to embrace your own identity in order to succeed.
DeMarco also identifies as a gay man. He decided to come out after a fan asked him about his sexuality on Twitter.
And when I came out, I was really worried about how people would view me. But everything has been really supportive. And I'm very, very grateful still to this day for that. I think it shows that it's a time of change for us now.
DeMarco has seen a lot of changes in his life. In 2015, he won America's Next Top Model, then went on to win Dancing with the Stars in 2016. He carries those achievements into his speeches.
I think over the last 4 years, it's been really interesting. At first, I thought people weren't quite ready for a deaf person, but people have been incredibly curious.
DeMarco had a message for people who aren't a part of the LGBTQ or deaf community.
I think people should be aware. There's so much diversity out there. It's not just doing what you want to do. It's thinking about how you can include people. It's thinking about how you can include as many people as humanly possible.
What are online originals, local stories,
A grant is allowing Duplin County to continue helping senior citizens.
local documentaries,
Here today at the Ronald McDonald House of Eastern North Carolina. They've just finished their expansion.
special features,
I certainly need some help with my skills on archery.
behind the scenes,
From tap rooms to retail to fitness.
everything you need at your fingertips. WNCT.com online originals.
So what we get? Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. We are at the Painted Peacock on location in Greenville, Arlington Village specifically. And Susan is going to, now we've painted, stained our board art. Susan is going to tell us what the next step in the process is. By all means, the floor is yours.
All right, so the next step is to whitewash our board to add a little bit of a rustic texture to the piece. And so what you want to do, and this is really key, is dip your chip brush in, but just the tips, and we are going to really wipe the excess off so it's not too heavy.
Okay.
And then I like to start in the center. You could start on the edge and drag it, but what you're going to do is just lightly drag it across your board there and add as much or as little whitewash as you would like for your piece.
Because you still want to have the texture of the color beneath.
Correct.
So it's kind of like that up there where it's little pieces. Okay, excellent. It's already looking promising.
It's looking fantastic.
I mean, at least one of them is.
I know. Well,
friendly competition.
you can't be as good at this as
Right,
I am.
right,
but,
exactly.
You know, you can
That's
try.
and that's what I meant. Anyway, why don't you guys go check this story out? A real quick reminder, because it's my daily plug, the WNCT mobile app. Go get that. WNCT is what you search when you go to Google Play in the App Store. You download it, and you can watch the East Daily Download on the go wherever you are. So do that, and we're going to continue doing this process right now of giving it that whitewashed look, and we'll be back in just a little bit here on the East Daily Download. So stay with us and rejoin us in a little bit. Check this out.
Al Pacino stars in the Amazon original series Hunters. The show follows a secret group of vigilantes in New York City where Nazis in hiding conspire to unleash the Fourth Reich in America. The 10-episode dark thriller premieres on Prime Video on February 21st.
Oh God, he's gorgeous, isn't he?
It's the story of an inspiring underdog. In the first trailer for Dream Horse, Toni Collette plays a Welsh woman with aspirations to breed and own a racehorse. She gets her neighbors to invest, and soon her horse rises through the ranks. Based on a true story, Dream Horse races into theaters in May. And Hollywood hits the blue carpet for the premiere of Onward. Tom Holland and Chris Pratt star in the Pixar adventure. The movie follows two brothers who go on an epic journey after finding a magic wand to spend 24 hours with their late father.
It's a film that's going to help young boys around the world learn how to express their feelings and how to emote. And I think it's going to be a really wonderful watch for a lot of people.
Onward opens in U.S. theaters March 6th. That's your eye on entertainment. Nichelle Medina, CBS News, Los Angeles.
So whose show is this anyway?
Y'all feeling all the feels?
We beat the bullies.
Can I be a part of your family? Yes! Do you like chocolate?
Yeah, I mean, like takes care of your soul.
And your butt if you want to grow?
Stop shoveling snow and watch Kelly Clarkson.
9 on your side Morning Edition is here to help you get a great start to your day with our First Alerts weather hour-by-hour forecast so you'll know whether you need the shades or light jacket before heading out the door. Morning Edition, weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
WNCT.com, your one stop for local news and weather from across the East. Visit WNCT.com for details not in the newscast.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to Shelby from the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina. A pretty energetic girl, but she's gorgeous.
Yes, yes. So this is Liberty. We call her Libby.
Libby.
She is very high energy.
Yeah.
She definitely, when she goes to her forever home, will need time to kind of decompress.
Sure.
But she does amazing in our office. She takes her toys, goes, lays on her bed, settles down greatly. She does amazing in the car.
Awesome.
She's a passenger seat kind of gal.
Awesome.
But she's just a really great girl. But she just needs someone that's going to give patience until she really comes out of her shell.
And maybe a more active family, too.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that'd be great. Good with kids, other animals?
She's energetic.
Okay.
So smaller children, you just need to make sure she doesn't knock them down and stuff like that.
Sure. But she'd be the perfect addition to anyone looking for a nice furry friend.
A running partner. Are you looking for a runner? She would love it.
There you
She's
go.
so sweet.
Got to expend a lot of that energy. I know, what loving eyes. I know. Great kisses. Great. What else do we have going on at the Humane Society, Shelby?
So we have our Feline the Love promotion. So a lot of our cats are at a low special of $20.
Great.
They just are looking for their forever home, and it's kind of took them a little longer to find it. So we decided to make them a special.
Very good. Well, if you're interested in that special or special little Liberty here, you can always log on to hsccarolina.org.
The historic Turnage Theater in Washington helps the community celebrate art and culture. And now Arts of the Pamlico is being awarded a grant to fix its failing roof.
Altogether, this community facility supports over 60 local businesses a year.
The Turnage Theater helps get money flowing into this waterfront community.
We've generated in the past 3 years over $2 million that has gone back into the economy.
But a few years ago, operators spotted a different kind of flow.
I started noticing little leaks around the building.
Workers at the Turnage needed money to save the roof.
We've started fundraising in 2017 and really starting to get the word out and say, okay, this is going to be a big project. This is a big building. It's a big economic engine here in Washington and the region.
Then came a gift from an agency people associate with farms, the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
We were awarded a USDA Community Facilities grant under their rural development.
Now, Arts of the Pamlico has a plan to repair the building, which dates back to the early 1900s.
Installing a steel beam that will come down from the top on a huge erector crane that will drop down. They will fix that in place, get it all structurally sound, and then do that methodically through the entire top of the roof.
The USDA grant will help preserve a landmark with a lot of meaning in the East.
So important, especially in rural areas where there aren't those opportunities, or you have to travel so far to be able to see live theater or to do those things.
And staff tells me they're still raising funds for this project. If you would like more information on how you can contribute, you can head over to WNCT.com. In Washington, Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.
Visit WNCT.com for details not in the newscast.
Hey Eastern North Carolina, I'm Alexi Kay with the Down East Wood Ducks baseball team in Kinston. We have some awesome merchandise for you guys this season, including all of these brand new hats that we just got in today. And we have something brand new for you guys. On the 1st and the 15th of every month this season, we're going to be getting in brand new merchandise. Plus, a lot of that new merchandise is going to be our 2 new alternative logos, the Kinston Collard Greens and the Avocados Luchadors. So make sure you check us out online or visit our team store Monday through Friday, 11 to 4. And we'll see you all out here on April 9th for opening day. Go Woodies!
If your business would like to be featured in our new show, The East Daily Download, contact Joe Bullard at 252-355-8520 or jbullard@WNCT.com today and watch The East Daily Download weekdays at 7 on Eastern North Carolina CW. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. We're at the Painted Peacock, Greenville, Arlington Village on location. We've been having a great time here doing board art, which you can see here. We won't really reveal this just yet. You might be able to see from an angle, but you'll see the whole thing tomorrow when we reveal it. So we're going to basically finish up and put down the color in the stencil right now. And what else do people need to know?
Well, when they come back tomorrow, in tomorrow's episode, you get to see the finished product. So yeah, we're gonna get everything painted out. We've gotten help putting our stencils on.
And then
we went through the glue process. We put some glue to make sure that, you know, everything.
The color stays.
Right.
And then the other big reveal will be
our little mascots that we created earlier in the week. We'll get those tomorrow.
Coming
as
out of the
well.
kiln.
Coming out of the kiln.
Yeah,
So.
that's my new album, Coming Out of the Kiln.
Big day tomorrow.
Bryce is shaking her head like, why did you say that? Anyway. Okay, well, that's going to do it. So have a good day, and we'll see you back on the next episode of the East Daily Download. Bye, everybody.
When we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download. We're live at Whirligig Stage for an interview and performance with Stony Sills. We take a look at what the Royals are up to.
E.T. has also learned Harry and Meghan will be returning to London, quote, regularly, starting with a trip at the end of the month.
We wrap up our interview with the owner and manager of Painted Peacock. And since it's Friday, we have Fashion Friday coming your way.
From there, I went to the Golden Globes.
We'll see you on the next edition of the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina, CW.